All right, welcome to Functional Core Fitness. Today what we're going to focus on is one exercise. And that exercise that we're going to focus on is the plank. Now, I'm going to teach you the correct way of doing the plank, so that way when you do the plank position, you'll never be corrected on how to do the plank correctly because you're going to learn it today. All right, so the plank is your push-up position, right? You have two variations, or actually four different variations of your plank. I can go long lever plank where I'm on my hands versus on my elbows. Now, if I'm on my hands, it looks like a push-up position. That is an increased lever, which means it's going to be harder. If I'm going to go on my elbows, now it's easier because now I have a shorter lever connected to the ground. Same concept with the lower half. If I straighten my legs and I'm in my long lever position with my arms and my feet are touching the floor, then I'm in a long lever plank, leg lever. Now I can also do the plank on my knees. Right, this is considered a short lever plank on my lower half. So depending on what is going to be challenging for you, choose the correct plank variation, okay? Now there are tons of variations outside of the plank position, but right now we're just going to focus on the stationary plank position. Now, things to remember when we are planking. Number one is going to be the activation of your stomach, or the draw-in maneuver, okay? Now, one way that you can remember this is you want to activate your pelvic floor. So you're kind of pulling it in tight. As I pull it in, zipper the rest up. Now this zipper, pretend that you're wearing a jacket and you're compressing your belly button towards the spine. But I'm not compressing it too much where I'm holding my breath. I want to make sure that I can breathe. I'm still activating my pelvic floor and I'm zipping up my core. So that way, when I'm in my plank position, I want to keep my straight back. I want to make sure that I'm activated. You're going to see a curvature either in the stomach or curvature in the back. Now, the reason you're going to have that curvature in your back is because your abdominal muscles, which are attached from your ribs to your pelvis, have to activate. And when they activate, they flex the spine. So if you have a straight back and you're planking with a straight back, more than likely you're not activating or engaging your abdominals, because once you engage, then your hips are going to cave in just a little bit, not cave in, get a little bit more into what they call a posterior pelvic tilt. Now, I'm going to show you the variation, the typical variation where you're on your elbows. I'm on my feet. I want to make sure that my elbows are directly under my shoulders and my feet are together. Now this is a deactivated plank. You can see that my back is straight. There's no activation, right? Now when I engage my stomach, look what happens to my hips. Now, once my abs are engaged, once I squeeze my butt, my abs won't move. That's the engagement of my glutes. Now, there's a curvature in my back. This is your plank position. My stomach is engaged, my pelvic floor is engaged, my glutes are engaged, my abs are engaged. I'm in a nice, strong plank position. Now, we can always increase the width of your feet if you feel like you need more stability, okay? Now, what the goal is, as you're holding the plank, you don't want to disengage. Once you disengage, the plank is already gone. So make sure that we engage, maintain activation, make sure that you breathe, and see how long you can perform your plank. 40 seconds to a minute is actually all you need. Anything more than that, then we can start challenging the base of your core to give you the different variations of your core exercises. So that is how we activate your abdominals That's how we get into the plank position. And one key detail when it comes to the shoulders, before I forget, is make sure, like skiing, I don't ski, but this is what I've heard. You want French fries, not pizza, right? We don't want our hands together like this, because once the elbows go away from the midline, I've automatically weakened my position or my shoulders. So keep them here. French fries. As I'm here, I can engage my lats. So now with my arms parallel to each other, my lats are engaged. I engage my stomach, I engage my glutes, and now I'm in that strong plank position. All right, now that you know how to do a plank, good luck, and we'll see you in the next video.